the more and more of these crappy changes is why YouTube needs a competitor, and fast. The reason why YouTube needs a competitor is because of all these unnecessary changes, them fixing what is not broken, like the one channel layout where you can't have custom backgrounds anymore. Remember that? Oh, that was nice to have. Oh, right, 6 years ago they took that shit away because people watching YouTube on the television. My ass, they're watching it on the television. If they are, they're hooking up their computers to the TV and using their TV as a fucking monitor, you idiot. Or people getting pissed off about how you now have to have thousands of subscribers, thousands of watch times just to have monetization on your videos. And oh yeah, it totally has nothing to do with the the Logan and Jake Paul incident, where they went to the suicide forest. But right now they're taking away subscriber counts. Now I'm aware of the Vox causing apocalypse. Let's just be honest, Vox Media hates YouTube because they couldn't get their way with copyright strikes against Rich of Review Tech USA or Kyle from Bitwit after, the failed PC video where the guy literally did not know what the fuck he was doing when he was building the computer. Now, I'm not a computer genius when it comes to assembling computers, but you have people who know how to, and people who know the specs inside of a computer that know damn well that that guy was completely doing that shit wrong. But now with the subscriber counts being gone, let's go into why that's happening. Last month, May 2019, you had a controversy going on where a YouTuber announced on Twitter he was going to be divorcing his wife. She goes on Twitter and is like, oh, well, my now ex-husband blocked me and I found out that he was fucking my closest friend. And then people started talking about how Jared was getting nudes from them. That's why I hate being outside when it comes to recording. Got bugs all over you when they crawl and you don't even know it. You're more focused on watching yourself recording the video. The accusations came up from people who were minors at the time. He was soliciting nudes from them, and then he was showing nudes to them. And all went fucking downhill from there. Jared had lost thousands of subscribers literally within a span of 48 hours. He was at millions of subscribers, and within the 24 to 48 hour ratio, he was at 900,000. And it's still going down. And people are live streaming it on YouTube, showing like the Social Blade. Because Social Blade is someone's actual subscriber count. So, how dare we are allowed to watch someone's career crash and burn because their stupid decisions. And then, Pro Jared then wanted to play the victim card. Then Holly came back and she wants to play the victim card. And it's all going downhill. And again, Jared is losing a lot of subscribers because of it. There's memes coming out. He had a Reddit, I think it was a subreddit, that he got banned from by his own moderators, and it became a pro Jontron subreddit. But yeah, it's gotta. And so YouTube then decided, oh fuck, we don't want people seeing someone's career crashing and burning because of some stupid shit they did. Not just, Pro Jared, but the Fine brothers when they tried to trademark the word react. Remember that shit? And how they lost literally millions of subscribers and they had to damage control and say, okay, we're not doing React World anymore. But no, YouTube doesn't want us seeing someone's career going down because of their stupidity. And this is why YouTube needs a competitor. Because if YouTube gets a competitor, they can't lie about shit anymore. Because they're going to lie about how, it has nothing to do with the Pro Jared controversy, why we're taking subscriber counts away, but you're doing it literally a month after the controversy, while it's still going on, while he's still losing subscribers. People are leaving in droves when it comes to being a part of his fan base. So, why would you lie about it? And see, when a competitor shows up, say for example, Twitch TV decides to go forward with pre-recorded content, and people who are Twitch streamers that have YouTube accounts just to have their previously recorded streams on YouTube, and so other people who are newer to their fan base can watch their videos of their previous streams. And Twitch is like, yeah, you can keep all your old streams. We're not going to be getting rid of them anymore after a certain amount of days or weeks or months. And then those people won't need YouTube anymore. And then people like us smaller content creators that YouTube isn't listening to. We're another example. When we see if we see a viable competitor when Twitch does pre-recorded content again, not saying again, that can't speak today. When I meant again, there's your other group that's gonna leave. After the people who are Twitch streamers, they're going to leave because, again, as I said before, they won't need YouTube. People like me who have only like 100 subscribers, and even lower than that, people who have under 100,000 subscribers who are getting fucked over by YouTube. We feel screwed over, and Twitch TV does a pre-recorded content thing where we can monetize our videos as long as they're not promoting criminal activity, harassment and violence towards actual people is kind of promoting criminal activity. But no criminal activity, no real life violence, no telling your fans to harass somebody. As long as you abide by those rules, you can monetize your videos. And then people are like, oh cool, Twitch is making a better deal. And I know a lot of people at YouTube are gonna be like, so what? People with under 100,000 subscribers are leaving. So what? Who cares? We got big ones to rely on. But as many people have said, and this is reality, when smaller content creators leave YouTube, it triggers a domino effect. And when the domino effect starts, it won't stop. So, us smaller content creators, we leave, then the people with 100,000 subscribers are going to leave. And then the people who have almost 1 million subscribers are going to leave. And then the people who have millions of subscribers are going to leave. And then the people with billions. And it's, again, there's the domino effect. And when the domino effect starts, it's not going to stop. And when people like us leave, we don't come back. And YouTube, you're here. You can hear us, though, too. You know that we're getting pissed off. But even then, you're still ignoring us. But a competitor is on its way, and it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when it comes. Again, Twitch TV, starting pre-recorded content, and you can monetize your videos as long as there's no violence, well, at least real violence, and no promoting criminal activity, and not harassing anybody. Although that can be abused. We're not gonna come back, I'll tell you that. But yet, the competitor shows up and YouTube decides to... You have two choices at that point. If, like, when a competitor shows up, a viable one, again, Twitch TV doing pre-recorded content, and I know I've said this multiple times, but it's to sink into people's head at this point. YouTube has two choices. One, you actually listen to the content creators when Twitch TV shows up with a pre-recorded content policy. Or two, continue to ignore us and we'll leave YouTube. And again, that will start the domino effect. And we won't ever come back. And YouTube will just be another example of why companies need to listen to their consumers. It's happened many times before, and YouTube is not invincible. Look at MySpace. Back in the days before anybody of any age was able to use Facebook, it was MySpace or no space. MySpace made too much changes that people didn't like, nobody asked for them, and people went over to Facebook when Facebook said, yeah, we're going to allow anybody to join our site. Look where MySpace is now. What about Netflix? Netflix put Blockbuster and Hollywood Videos out of business. Granted, Blockbuster had treated their employees like shit, but another reason why, besides the mistreatment of employees, was that they really didn't care about what the consumer wanted. They hit the iceberg when Netflix actually said, you know what, you rejected the deal, now we're going to make our own company, make a better deal with our consumers, such as mailing movies. And then, GameFly came in, so you can rent games through the mail and no late fees. Oh, and now with Netflix, in terms of movies, you can stream movies. And of course, the mistreatment of employees caused a lot of employees and store managers to steal from Blockbuster too. So, yeah. But they did not listen to the consumer when it came to mailing shit online. So Blockbuster Online came way too late. Granted, yes, you could return a movie to the store, and after you were done with a certain movie, and whatever else was on your list, you could pick that up. And then people were like, what about games? And then GameFly showed up, and then they decided, oh, well, now we're gonna allow people to rent games on Blockbuster Online. And of course, a lot of times when a game came out, a game wouldn't be available till months after the game release, so there was no fucking point to get a game rented on Blockbuster Online. But the point was, they hit the iceberg. They took in water. They wanted to try to make repairs to their dwindling amounts of money that they were bleeding out. And now Blockbuster's out of business. See, this is an example of YouTube. Twitch TV decides to make a pre-recorded content policy that, in my second point, where you could ignore us and people like us will leave. We won't come back if you continue to ignore us, even if a viable competitor does show up. Don't know what to tell you. So, YouTube, you need to listen to us now. The iceberg is miles away. You can change your course before you hit it. Don't wait. And I know I've brought up many points that Richard Review Tech USA had brought up. Don't wait until you hit the iceberg and start taking in water to make changes. Because at that point, people will see through your bullshit. And people ain't gonna trust you at that point. That's all.